Hi everyone, this is Caly. Thanks for joining me today. I've got a quick card here featuring Lawn Fawn's new Fairy Friends stamp set. And by quick, I mean I really did this fast using my Zig Clean Color Real Brush markers. So I just wanted to show you real quickly here the stamp set. I put it in my pocket sleeve here and I'm using the Mini Misty. So as you can see, I've got my Canson XL watercolor paper in there, and I'm just going to prep my stamps by cleaning it off real quick. It stamps better to me when I pre-clean it. So anyway, I've got my absorber there, and I just quickly ran over all the stamps real quick, and now I'm just laying it out on my Mini Misty, and to make sure where I want my stamps and make sure that there's enough space for a sentiment down towards the bottom. So once I do that, I'll go ahead and prep my paper after I get those stamps adhered to the lid of the Misty. I'm going to prep my paper with some powder, EK Success powder tool, to make sure that the embossing powder doesn't stick to my watercolor paper. Now you see there I had a pregnancy moment. I stuck the stamps on there on the wrong direction, so I'm going to be doing this twice. So I just wanted to quickly show you. I'm using Versafine Onyx black ink so that I can emboss with clear ink. And so I'll do that again. Before I start, I just wanted to tell you or show you real quick here how I store my Clean Color Real Brush markers, as well as this template that Jennifer McGuire provides on her blog. So I have all 60 colors. This is how I store it, and you can also reference another previous video that I did on how to make those color dots on the top of the pens. Jennifer McGuire also has a great video, and that's where I got the idea from. So these Clean Color Real Brush markers are for watercoloring or just coloring in general. They blend well together. So what I've decided to do is just apply some color and then draw out that color using a water brush pen, my Pentel water brush pen. So you'll see here I'll apply some color in certain areas where I want it to be more concentrated. Then I'll come in with my Pentel water brush marker and just drag it out with water. And see, the color goes such a long way. And it messed up a little bit, but I just picked it up with my absorber, so it's very giving, forgiving. Anyway, I will go ahead and speed up the process. The coloring is going to be all the same. The technique-wise, again, applying some color and then dragging it out with some water. So I'll go ahead and speed this up and let you watch it. And all the colors will be listed in my descriptions and on my blog, so feel free to go there to check out the colors on each of these if you feel like it. But of course, use your own colors and your imagination and make it what you want. I just thought this was a really cute stamp set that I wanted to use, and so I just selected colors as I went. Anyway, I hope you enjoy it, and I'll be back in a few minutes. Once I'm done coloring, I decided to complete the background using the same markers. I'm just going to draw a grass line as well as some sky. So for the grass line, I'm using a green, and I'm just going to draw a line across, and then again I'm going to use my Pentel water brush, and I'm just going to draw that color out to create kind of a field for this image. So that is super easy to do. I don't want you to be intimidated by this. You kind of have to just just play with it. And my biggest tip is wherever you color, make sure you drag that color out and do it in one full brush stroke if possible. Now I know this looks risky here, but I'm telling you, this Zig Clean Color water brush, the ink in this really blends well. And when you add water, it really just smooths it all out. And again, if there are any areas that you don't like, you can go over them again. Just make sure that you drag that water out across the image as to not have dried areas of ink where they pool. So I've heat set this to make sure that it dries really well before I apply some Wink of Stella glitter. At first, I only do it on the wings and on the top flower part of this little fairy house, but at the end, I also decided to add them to the flowers as well. Now I'm pulling my Misty back in. I want to add this sentiment towards the bottom, have a magical day. So I'm going to use my Misty to make sure that the ink sticks well there and that the sentiment is nice and detailed. So I'm going to use Memento for this, and for some reason my Memento might be dry. I always feel like I have to ink it up twice and stamp it twice when I'm using my Misty. So I'm glad the Misty is there to allow me to stamp in the same place twice. And I wanted to add an exclamation mark. So I did that with a little mini ink block that I have, but you can also use a Misty as well. I just forgot to add that, and I didn't want to pull it out again. So I am, again, applying some Wink of Stella Clear glitter to these flower petals, and that really completes the base part of my card. I decided to layer the background with some Lawn Fawn paper that they had sent me when I placed orders with them. I don't have any actual paper packs, but in order to layer that, I decided to use Lawn Fawn Stackables rectangle dies. Now I have all of them. I have the large set and the regular set on my magnet card that you saw, but this particular size is from the regular rectangle set, so not the large set. So I've picked out some sample paper again that they sent me, and I am going to trim it down to an A2 size, which is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And I decided to also layer that on some fun foam. So I am using some ATG adhesive. I find that this adhesive works really well on the fun foam, so that's a definite plus. And then I'll adhere that to that pink cardstock there, and then layer that on my usual 110-pound Recollections white card base. And that really completes my card. I really hope that you enjoyed this. I'm sorry that I haven't been posting quite as much. This may or may not be my last card before my baby arrives. I am scheduled for an induction on April 1st, but she may come sooner, so I don't know. We'll see. Thanks again for following, and I hope everyone has a great day. Again, all the supplies and materials will be listed in the descriptions below and as well as on my blog. If you'd like to see more of my more recent work, on the left here is a colored Copic on vellum card, and on the right is just a thank you tags that are A2 size that I decided to make to send to people who sent me gifts or gave me gifts for the baby. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and thanks again for stopping by. Have a good day.